The Autobots, a faction of robots from the planet Cybertron, are hunted down by an elite CIA Black Ops unit and a ruthless bounty hunter. They turn to a struggling inventor and his daughter for help. The Transformers movies have never been synonymous with high quality, but with the fourth installment, Transformers Age of Extinction, the franchise truly plummeted to new depths. As a sequel to the Transformers Dark of the Moon, this film had the potential to redeem the series, but instead, it marked a definitive low point. While the earlier trilogy had its redeeming moments, this 2014 release, directed by Michael Bay, was a hollow, unbearable mess that left me with a deep sense of dissatisfaction. Before delving into the many flaws of Age of Extinction, it's important to recognize that the Transformers franchise was never critically acclaimed, yet the original trilogy had its moments of entertainment and charm. In contrast, this fourth installment is so devoid of redeeming qualities that it feels like an eternity trapped in a 2.5-hour movie. Core problem lies with the director Michael Bay, whose filmmaking flaws were exacerbated by the growing success of the franchise. His early movies, while not masterpieces, had moments that made them watchable. However, Age of Extinction marks the point where Bay's signature style became insufferable. The film's goofy and superficial tone prevents any emotional connection with the characters or story. The film's protagonist, Cade Yeager, Mark Wahlberg, is supposed to be a struggling inventor who stumbles upon Optimus Prime. Instead of a nuanced portrayal, Cade comes off as a parody of an inventor. His obsession with being an inventor is played for laughs, and he never actually invents anything meaningful. This reduces his character to a joke, stripping away any potential for depth or relatability. The relationship between Cade and his daughter Tessa is similarly shallow. The film reduces their dynamic to cliched arguments about dating without exploring any underlying motivations or emotional depth. Cade's bond with Optimus Prime is equally unconvincing. The movie skips over the moments that could have built their friendship, opting instead for quick, meaningless interactions. The plot is an incoherent jumble of disconnected storylines. The government, led by a CIA operative, hunts down Autobots to prevent another Chicago-like disaster, a premise that initially makes sense. However, this is undermined by the involvement of Lockdown, an intergalactic bounty hunter working with the CIA. The idea of a human collaborating with a Transformer to capture other Transformers is absurd and contradictory. Furthermore, the film introduces a subplot about a tech company using Transformer metal to create new robots. This subplot could have been interesting, but it's executed poorly and lacks any clear motivation or logic. The revival of Megatron as Galvatron and the sudden introduction of a Transformer army in the third act feel forced and unearned. One of the most glaring issues with Age of Extinction is its blatant pandering to the Chinese market. The film abruptly shifts to China, with Chinese characters and settings shoehorned into the plot. This transparent attempt to appeal to Chinese audiences undermines the film's integrity. It feels less like a creative decision and more like a cynical business move. In conclusion, Transformers Age of Extinction fails on every conceivable level. The characters are hollow and unrelatable, and the plot is a disjointed mess. The film's tone is inappropriately goofy. Michael Bay's unchecked creative impulses result in a movie that is not only boring but also frustratingly nonsensical. The The blatant pandering to the Chinese market further cheapens the experience, making it clear that financial gain took precedence over artistic integrity. For a film to be so bad that I couldn't finish it on the first attempt is a testament to its failure. Transformers: Age of Extinction is not just a bad movie, it's a masterclass in how to ruin a franchise. The film's inability to engage, entertain, or make any coherent sense earns it the title of one of the worst movies in the series and a prime example of trash cinema. That's my opinion on Transformers: Age of Extinction. Do you agree with my thoughts? What are your thoughts on the film? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this